If you're getting really down with your golf game, maybe it's time you just quit the game. If we don't solve that shot in your bag, I'm almost guaranteed that you'll take out your shotgun and do what I just taught you. So I'm here with my boy Cordy Walker, and I want to go ahead and coach you through coaching Cordy how to get rid of the chunks, the chili dips, the blades, the fats, everything that goes wrong inside of 100 yards. And this is the funny thing, right, Cordy? Everybody from 100 yards is like, yeah, it's my pitching wedge. But then they get inside 75, inside of 50, and it all falls to pieces, right?
Yep.
So what we've got to do is to learn how to hit this shot, we actually need to go back to somewhere where you're confident. So we're going to start by getting you back at 100 yards.
Okay.
So here's what we've got to do, is we've got to find a swing that you're comfortable with. So Cordy, when you're at 100 yards, what club do you hit?
Sand wedge.
Sand wedge. Okay, now for some of you, that might be a pitching wedge, a gap wedge, it could be a 9-iron, an 8-iron. Listen, it doesn't matter what club you're hitting. What we've got to figure out is how you consistently hit it 100 yards.
Yep.
Now, do you make a full swing, a 75% swing? What do you do for that?
Full swing's 115. So this is like a 10 o'clock.
Okay, 10 o'clock. So what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and watch that swing from here. We're going to hit 3 golf shots, and this is what I want you to do. Take 3 shots from that 100 yards, okay? And start to get, whether it's pitching wedge, gap wedge, sand wedge, make a nice full turn, hit that shot, and let's see that repeat.
All right.
Very nice.
It's not bad.
Not bad at all. Ooh, little backspin. Very nice.
Let's do it again.
Now I just want you to feel that tempo, feel how you're swinging it, right?
Yeah.
Feel the rhythm that you're taking to that, the length you're making in the swing, because those have both gone about 2 yards apart from each other. And let's repeat that a 3rd time. Very nice. Okay, so we're going to just call that your standard sand wedge, okay?
Okay.
Now, what we're going to do now is we're going to come on down, we'll walk down here together.
Same club?
Same club.
Okay.
And what I want you to do is we're going to go to the 75-yard mark, and our goal is to go ahead and have you shorten that golf swing up, but still keep the same speed. Because what so many people, or let's say tempo, okay? What so many people do is, on this type of shot, they still go as long, and then they slow down to try and hit it shorter. So what I would like to do, let's just double check this, see where we're at, right on about 75. Yes, we are.
Okay.
75 yards. So what I want you to do is, instead of the arm being up here, some might say 10:30, almost having it, you know, like maybe 9:30. Yep, exactly. And then just keep a nice speed like you had on those
square
last ones
phase,
through.
same setup.
Yeah, absolutely.
All that stuff? Okay.
Very nice.
Is that a little short?
Just short, okay? So let's lengthen it just a little bit more. So instead of, say, what felt like 9 there, maybe it's 9:30. So remembering, here's 9 o'clock. Doesn't matter where the hinge is. What we're saying, here's 9. Let's go a little bit past that. There you go, 9:30, and keep that speed up, okay? Very nice. So that's right on about 9:30 right there. There you go. Right by your other shot right there, about 6 feet.
How's the speed on that? Does that look the same?
Yeah, the tempo looks good. There's good rhythm through it. You're keeping the acceleration up, okay?
Let's go 9:30 again.
9:30, and then repeat that. You see, when I hear someone say that they're a field player, what my piece would be is, well, okay, what is the standard?
Right.
Full's 115, 10 o'clock is 100, okay, 9:30 is 75.
Yeah.
So feel would be, okay, I gotta hit it 72. Okay, we'll choke up a little bit. I gotta hit it 77. Okay, just go ahead and turn a little bit faster.
Yeah.
But we have to have some benchmarks in our golf swing. And what most people are doing inside of 100 is they're just making the same length swing and then trying to slow down. There's no gauging that. Anytime, like think about a car braking, as it brakes, it's out of control, right? It's slowing down. Acceleration, you're in control. So what we're gonna do now is we're gonna come down a little bit further. We're gonna get down to 50 yards. So what we're going to do here is we're not going to shorten the swing down anymore. I don't want this going, you know, 7 o'clock, 8 o'clock, because you're going to be so quick and so rushed, your tempo will go to pieces. But what you're going to do now is that same position on the golf swing, okay? Let's just double check this. Right on 51, okay? So you're going to go to the same position, to show us that position again. Yeah, and we were a little bit past that, weren't we? We were up about 9:30. Okay, and now what we're going to do is, so we know that we're going at a 9 o'clock swing, so some of you might call that a half swing. And your tempo now It's just, you're gonna feel that the last one was your standard tempo. Now
Okay.
you're gonna go 75% tempo.
Okay.
So we're learning how to shorten the swing up to take away distance, and then we're learning how to get through the golf ball slower, but still accelerating through, okay?
Got it. Still
All right.
middle of the
Middle of the
stance,
stance,
all the
absolutely.
stuff.
Yep,
Okay.
keeping it nice and simple, get to that 930. Nice, and how'd that one feel to you?
A little short. It didn't
just a
make
little
great
short.
contact.
So again, just a little bit more speed as you go through.
Okay.
So you're only taking off maybe 15 to 20% of the speed that you were, okay?
Right.
So show us the 930 position, and now show us the speed through. Yeah, so you still have to have that turn to the target.
Yeah.
There you go.
Sit down there.
Okay, just a little bit long, about maybe 7 or 8 yards too long. Okay. Very nice. Ah,
There you go.
perfect. Right
That was
on.
50.
Okay, so let's just recap that. Explain to me what I've told you so far.
So 100 yards, figuring out where we're at, 10:30.
Yep, 10:30,
right?
yep.
Then 75 yards, figuring out, I thought it was 9, we need to go a little bit
it's a
farther.
little bit, yeah, then
Just
you get too
testing,
quick. Yep, testing,
right?
yep.
Figured it out. And then we came to 50, we kept that the same, but then we slowed the tempo down.
Yeah, and
So-
what speed do you think? Was it 75%? Was it, how would you?
70, like 70, yeah, 70%,
70%.
75%.
Okay, so
Yeah.
now that we've done this with a sand wedge, we would now go back and do it with a lob wedge.
Okay.
So what we want is a full swing,
Yep.
a 10-30 swing, a 9-9-30 swing,
Yep.
and then a 9-30 where you're changing the speed. And what you're going to now see here is you've got 3 numbers so far.
Yep.
If we get a lob wedge, we're going to get 3 more numbers with a higher ball flight.
Yep.
If we try this with a gap wedge, we're going to have 3 more numbers. If we do it with a pitching wedge, we're going to get 3 more numbers.
Yep.
Next thing you know, you're going to have 12 numbers, or at least 9 if you've got 3 wedges, pretty much inside that 100 yards. Now, instead of thinking, how far does this club go? It's, I know it goes 75 yards.
Yeah.
So this is where people really struggle, is the scoring clubs are used the most. The chipping, the pitching, the wedging around the green. And if you can't get it out to 75 yards and try and put it within inside of 15 feet, well, most likely you're going to be aggressive and go for the green and make a big number.
Yep.
So this is why those of you who are looking to try and break 85 is, you know how far your 7-iron goes, you know how far your 9-iron goes, you know how far your wedge goes, but what about not a full golf swing?
Yep.
That's what we've really got to start to master. So thoughts and feedback.
You know the scary truth?
Yes.
Is I don't have any of these yardages in my head. I'm a feel player, right?
Yeah.
So I have my lob wedge. I know that 60 is about to here. I look at I don't know what the hell I'm doing.
Yeah.
I'm looking here and trying, that's about 6, whatever.
Yeah.
I'm most of the time just guessing, and I'm okay.
Okay.
But I need the data.
Yeah, you need the data, and you want to gauge that. You know, gauge those positions. You're like, look, I know this is 72 yards. My 9 o'clock lob wedge
Yeah.
is 72 yards. It feels about like 9:15 for me,
Yeah.
but then I accelerate through at my tempo at 72. If
Yeah.
you've got to go 68, choke up on it a little bit,
Right.
cut it a little bit.
Right.
So this is where you can add talent and feel to your benchmarks, to your standards, instead of guessing all these distances. And really where I challenge all of you to start with is back at 100. If you start here, it's almost like you're trying to figure out stuff in the dark, right?
Right.
Whereas back there, you know something.
Right.
And then if you take a little bit off, you take a little bit off, and you just keep working these yardages. Start with a sand wedge, then go to your lob wedge, then go to a gap or whatever wedge that you have in your bag,
Yep.
and there are your 9 numbers. And if you do this, like I said, you get them written down. If you want to go ahead and take a look at what that looks like, you can click on the link? Was there a
Yep.
link here, or is it here?
I don't know. One of those
It's
sides.
one of here. There's a link, and we'll go ahead and give you the scoring method yardage gapping chart, which will give you the exact numbers that you can fill out so you can take it to the golf course, so you're not guessing the most important part of the game. You're looking at the data that you've proven to yourself and going out and executing shots, and that's going to help you break 85 every time.